Okay, then, Paul, looking back on Saturday, are you any less furious than you were at full time when you spoke to Mansfield 103.2?
No, not in the minute. No, I think that those kind of performances and results take a while to sort of filter out the system, and it probably won't be till we get another competitive game under our belt that you usually get it out of your system. So no, it's not been a good weekend, if I'm honest.
You got the players back in yesterday.
Yeah, they come in yesterday, to work, and they had to forfeit the Sunday, and we'll do it more often if we get performances like that.
What's your thought process now? I suppose it's a case of trying to right the wrongs that you've seen in the game on Saturday, and as you alluded to, things you've probably seen in the last few weeks as well.
Yeah, I don't think righting the wrongs on Saturday. Saturday was all about our ethics and our desire levels to compete. On a you could, before the game you could have sussed out that it was a day for giant killing, as it seemed all over the country in the FA Trophy. The teams from the conference that they're still in the hat are the ones that were mentally strong on the day, and I think we lacked mental strength on the day, and we lacked a desire. I back the players when we've lost. We've only lost 4 games in the league all season, but the 4 games that we've lost, even though we didn't play particularly well, we worked extremely hard. And I think as a manager, sometimes all you can ask for is that your players work hard. But the difference between the first 75 minutes and the last 15 minutes, was told me that it was a mindset and not a physicality. The last 15 minutes we did everything but score, and played at a tempo, put the ball in the box, did all the simple things and all the hard things really well. But we didn't do it for 75 minutes. You don't do it for 75 minutes, you ain't going to deserve to win a game against anybody. So it happens. I know people say, well, it happens, and you're going to get days like this at the office, but I don't want any more days like this at the office.
Does it make you feel now, looking back, I mean, it's always easy, isn't it, in hindsight, but do you feel now that, maybe should have made changes, had a different look at it, get different players in?
No, I said before the game, I don't want to contradict myself. It was an important game for us. I played what I would call my strongest 11. If it would have been a league game, that would have been the 11. And I wanted to win the game. For whatever reason, and it just basically came down to desire levels and application. We didn't, so if I'd have gone away from that game and we'd have got beat 2-1 and I wouldn't have played my strongest 11, I'd have felt a little bit guilty, but I put my strongest 11 out there, which I had on the day. Sometimes what you think your strongest 11 is probably doesn't turn out to be that.
As I say, you brought them in on Sunday. I suppose the mood was ready for business, wasn't it?
Yeah, the lads knew. I think I had to explain to the lads why they was in. The lads just thought that it was just because they lost a football match, which was, we're going to lose football matches. We'll lose more football matches between now and the end of the season. What I want this club to do is if you win a football match against this club, is that you come off the field and you've been in a football match. I don't think one or two of the chosen players need to have been in a football match on Saturday. Sometimes just being able to play the game is not good enough. You need a mindset. You need people to roll up the sleeves, and you need people to see what the game was all about on Saturday. And the game was all about us matching their work ethic, matching their desire, and I thought that our little bit of quality that you usually have when you're a team at a high level shines through. But if you don't do the basics, you're never going to win a football match. And so we came in, we worked on Sunday. Like I say, I'm prepared to do it every Sunday between now until Christmas, if that's what it takes. And you will see what sort of response we get from them.
Coming up now, you've got to prepare for Southport away, which will be a very tricky game, won't it? What are you going to be doing between now and Saturday to make sure things are back on track?
Just working hard. That's all we can do. It's one football match this season that I've had to. That I think that I couldn't back the players for how they applied themselves. Every other game that we've lost, the 4 league games, when I've been and around it, I thought they've given me everything. You know, but I thought our mindset was wrong on Saturday. So, you know, I think we need to get back to understanding what we are and who we are, and what we want to achieve. You know, not get carried away. So yeah, we're just going back to working hard, and we'll see on Saturday. We'll see in training who really wants to put the things that went wrong on Saturday right. And if they don't, then like I say, I'm going to have to look at one or two others in the squad, see if they want to come in and do all sometimes the horrible stuff.
Are you already looking towards January the 1st when the transfer window opens again, and also looking at possibly moving the squad around a little bit in the interim?
I think that's always the case as a manager. You're always looking to strengthen, you're always looking to see what's around the corner. You know, once again, bad players don't become good players don't become bad players overnight. You know what I mean? I think Saturday was disappointing for me, not because of the way we passed the ball, or it was just our mindset, and it's our mindset that's kept us, well, that's put us in a position where we've only lost 4 league games all season. You know, and you know, the lads have got to understand that. You know, I'm not going to tolerate performances like that. What about injury-wise? Any fresh injuries to worry about? No, not that I know of. Everybody trained on Sunday. Kieran Freeman's still doubtful with his hamstrings. But no, there was some positive. You know, I thought Luke O'Neill came in at the frame and did well when he came on. So yeah, it's as far as I'm concerned today, everybody's training apart from Kieran Freeman. And what's your message to the fans that made the trip to Droylsden on Saturday? Firstly, I apologise. You know, all I promised the supporters was, you know, that every time we go out there, we'd work extremely hard. I'm not saying we didn't work hard. What I'm saying is we could have worked harder Saturday. And I think, you know, a lot of people travelled a long way in bad weather, paid the hard-earned money, and I think the least they deserved was to see people roll the sleeves up. You know, not to play for 15 minutes, but you know, it's all about response now. You know, it's the old cliches come in, but it's all about the response. You know, there's a lot of football that we played, and I'll be looking for a response. You know, we'll see what we get. Are you lining up any friendlies behind closed doors games this week, because there is no midweek game this week? Yeah, well, we had one down at Solihull on Wednesday, but I think that's in doubt now with Solihull drawing on Saturday. But yeah, I'm trying to arrange one or two clubs if we can get them down here, or us to travel there. You know, because I think we need competitive football. You know, we're going to have a couple of 11 versus 11s. People are going to be thrown in the mix. We'll see which ones are standing come the end of it. Thank you.
And after Saturday, it'll be much more difficult really going away to a Southport's side that have really made the most of their reprieve season, haven't they?
They have. They're a good side, as we saw at home. You know, and you know, it's going to be a really tough game, followed by York, followed by Forest Green. So there's no easy games in this league. You know, and like I say, I don't want to come across as being pig-headed or even arrogant or anything like that. But it doesn't matter who we play. You know, when we're showing our true mindset, I think that's what was disappointing on Saturday, and I can understand people getting frustrated with us, because when we are dynamic, you know, we go and tear Braintree apart one game. You know, admittedly we drew a Gateshead the game before that, but created 12 clear-cut chances, played very, very well, dynamic, but then putting a performance like that at Droylsden. So. You know, it's my job to, the buck stops with me, you know, to have a look at things, to have a look what's missing at the minute, and to implement certain things.
Grant?